ha, David Clarkson scored a goal. What do you mean, ha ha? I wanted the Leafs to win. No, I'm on to you. I know you're just John Tavares in a blogger suit.
What? You serious?
Mind blown.
I need ideas. I'm dumb. Silly hard.
We get to the game, please. Leafs win 5-2 over the New York Islanders. David Kessel with the pair, Phil Clarkson with what? Kessel scores 2 goals and gets his 400th career point, and David Clarkson gets his first goal as a Leaf. 22 seconds into the game, however, a goal by number 23, Trevor Smith, the current captain of the Toronto Marlies, who has barely played for them at all this year. I'm not sure why he was named captain, because I like him on the Leafs. Anyhow, let me tell you a few things about good old Canadian boy Trevor Smith. Even better than a good old Canadian boy, he's actually a good old Ontario boy. He's born in Ottawa, Ontario. He's played for 10 teams in 3 different leagues over 7 seasons. Guy doesn't quit. Not like all these Swedes from Russia. Anyhow, he scores a goal in this one, gets a couple assists, 3 points against the team that originally signed him in 2007, the New York Islanders. Just goes to show you don't quit. How much time? Seriously, congratulations to Trevor Smith on all his success with the Leafs so far, even though he's been up and down and up and down. And Phil the Thrill recovering from giving me a little scare there. First I read the tweets a couple days ago that Phil Kessel missed practice. I'm like, oh god, what the hell? Turns out it's a flu. Okay, everyone gets a flu. You recover from the flu. I think I have the flu right now. Then turns out he's in the lineup. Great. Then Twitter explodes when someone notices, wait a sec, Kessel's wrist is taped. And I'm like, oh god, Phil the Thrill can't shoot. And then he scores 2 goals, both of them nasty wristers. Especially the second one, which I expected to time travel. So, whew. And of course, I gotta mention, scores his first goal as a Leaf after I've been begging him to, David Clarkson. I tweeted a response to some of Clarkson's recent comments where he said, well, I wasn't brought here to score 50 goals. Ah yes, very true, but how about one? And then he scored one, and it was a beauty, a wicked shot, top corner. There's his first goal as a Toronto Maple Leaf. May Ray Hay adds another one, and of course Jonathan Bernier stops 35 of 37 shots. Leafs win. Couple things I noticed. One, Kulemin trucked Tavares into the ref's downstairs region. So everyone's checking on Tavares. I'm like, is the ref okay? Remember kids, there's more than one important cup in hockey. You see that kids? Plastic! Oh. If Nikolai Kulemin's name wasn't Nikolai Kulemin, I feel like he'd be a fan favorite in this city. Because he plays a lot like a North American. Only 2 Leafs weigh more than Kulemin. Fraser McLaren and Troy Bodie. Kulemin weighs more or about as much as Colton Orr. He's a train. And him scoring 30 goals was almost a bad thing because it set the expectation that that's the player he is. But he finally got the monkey off his back a couple games ago. He's actually taking shots on net, which is nice, so hopefully Kulemin's turning a bit of a corner. He's usually one of the top Leaf forwards in terms of hits every season, usually above 100 since he's come to North America. He's a good, tough player. And second, I saw a lot of people dumping on Paul Ranger for the penalty he took for punching Cal Clutterbuck near the end of the game. Now again, Paul Ranger is the GOAT of the moment. He doesn't get any slack because I guess he hasn't really earned it. Phil Kessel goes on a bit of a slump while he's earned the benefit of the doubt with the fans. They know that the goals will come. Paul Ranger, unfortunately, hasn't really earned anything because he's just getting back in the NHL. And if you want to dump on Ranger, there's plenty of reasons why. In the first 5 or 10 minutes, he had 2 giveaways. One where Bernier had to bail him out and another where Riley had to bail him out. But watching the replay of this penalty, I'm pretty sure Clutterbuck gave him one of these little headbutts to the face. And while you got to keep your temper in check, especially when you have a lead that late in the game, I'm not sure I would have the restraint to not punch Cal Clutterbuck if you did that to me. If I were on the Leafs and Paul Ranger's size, of course. I just worry that people look at that and if it's Paul Ranger, they go, dumb penalty. But if a guy like Van Riemsdyk or Clarkson does it, you go, oh, typical cheap shot from Clutterbuck. Just be nice. Next game, Thursday, tomorrow, against Nashville. The Leafs get Nazem Kadri back, and they face the Nashville Predators, who, oh no, Pecorino. Wait a sec, he's not in the lineup. I hope the Leafs aren't thinking the same thing, like, oh, it should be a snore fest, because those are just the kind of games that you lose. Question of the game. Let's assume David Clarkson plays all 82... Okay, all 72 games that he's eligible for, had that 10-game suspension. How many goals do you think he'll get? At this rate, if he can find a way to get to 20, I'll be thrilled. That's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. There's the post-game blog in the underbar. There's also a little thing that I wrote on the Leafs signing Matt Finn, and the Toronto Marlies will be hosting a Swedish Elite League team. Did you know that? Färjestad, with former Leafs All-Star Rickard Wallin. If you want more details on that, once again, under there, and also click like on this video, click subscribe on my YouTube channel, and do all sorts of other lovely things with my socialness. Peace, 2 points.